7 participants is if we put minus on the hosting AI, and so it's meaning we have
Yes.
35. Let us wait. Number is increasing. Now are 40. We will start in 5 minutes.
Professor Snezhana, can you just see if the presentation is already sharing?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Presentation is in sharing. I write in the chat to Eldar to inform the others that it solved same problem what is in North Macedonia. Even we cannot accept though. So please, Hadji Omerovic, inform the students to join. I just got information that we are live stream on the YouTube. But anyhow, number is increasing. I will try to also to write again to the groups. We have 69. If project coordinators from other universities are here, please inform your students to join us. $76. 81. Number should be above 100, then we will start. I'm reading here. Elder, thank you very much for your effort to animate the students. Okay. 86. Professor Andriana, can we start or we can wait a little bit more? Thank you everybody for joining us today. This is the last session for student presentation related to the work package 3, knowledge and valorization. Due to small problems, we are a little bit late. Students need to register in order they to be on the list for their participation. That is in fact related with the process of the certification of the students who are following the trainings provided on the specific topics. I will little bit talk generally on the beginning in order to wait for the others to join us. Why these lectures are important due to the student task and creation of their business canvas models and acceleration of their business idea into the startups. We cover several type of aspects related to the green economy, related to the innovation, and several aspects that can be implemented in some of your ideas in order the ideas to be innovative and to have the specific type of the excellence. That's why our today's lecture is dedicated to the digital transformation and to the AI for learning and business. Why digital transformation and why AI? All the students are coming from a different background, and not all of them are familiar with computer sciences. That's why we will have some general introduction related to this thing, and of course we will have some little bit deeper knowledge related to the issue of the AI for learning and businesses. We have problem for some students not letting me in. They are writing me. Okay, so they are now just exchanging the right link because they are trying to join us. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Professor Dr. Snezhana Bilic. I'm the full professor in the area of management, and I'm teaching at the International Balkan University in Skopje, North Macedonia. And on the same time, in this project, I'm the leader of the work package 4 that is related with the mentoring of the startups and acceleration of the businesses. The main things that are coming are for this work package 4 are after the new year if we passed the phase 1, because we will be evaluated in the second half of December. Anyhow, all these aspects are important, and we are trying and doing our best to have and to animate as much as more possible students to be included in this project, because we have specific, let's say, indicators of the students who must follow the training. Together with me is Associate Professor Dr. Andriana Bojagievska-Danevska. So please, Andriana, introduce yourself, and I'm thinking that we can start.
Okay, thank you, Professor Snezhana. Hello, everyone. As Professor Snezhana already introduced me, I'm an associate professor at the same university as she is, on the Department of Management and Business at the Faculty of Economics and Administrative Sciences. So today, together with Professor Snezhana, we'll try to bring you closer the topic on digital transformation, or more specifically, artificial intelligence for learning and business. The agenda for today's workshop is structured as follows. So firstly, we will start with the explanation of the digital transformation and its impact and effects, where afterwards we will continue with the AI foundations, making a distinction between generative AI and predictive AI. Afterwards, we will continue with the usage of AI in learning or in the learning environment. Then we will continue with the explanation of the usage of AI in business or industry case examples. And at the last that we were going to explain is the theme around AI agents, which is actually taken more and greater attention, and it's already considered as part of our lives, and in the next years we will see its increased implementation. And at the end, we have the explanation of the benefits and risks of AI usage and the ethics or the principles and policies that we have to follow in order to ensure fair and transparent usage of AI. So now, because we have 96 participants, I think that we can start with the session to make a little warm-up activity. So I would ask from all of you to scan the QR code and answer 3 questions. First, we have this one. Have you used AI for studying in general? To see the answer. So I'm calling on all the participants to join this survey to see how much AI is used by participants that are present here.
One answer is coming, so please on Slido scan the code and this question will appear on the Slido. Please submit your answers.
So far we have 11 answers, so let's have at least 70% or 80% of the participants here present.
Okay. Yes, 17, 18.
I think that won't change, Professor. It will be 100%.
Somebody's writing cannot open the Slido. Somebody is on the phone, cannot scan.
Okay, okay.
Okay, let
So you
us
have
wait for others.
but still the students can use the code. So on slido.com, a box will open and they can enter the code that is here written 3394868. Yeah, thank you, Eldar.
You have the code. 23 students replied. Let us have minimum 50%. Dear students, please, with your camera, scan the code and answer the questions on the Slido. Have you used AR for studying? Until now, everybody is saying yes. Okay.
Okay, so we can continue with the next question.
We can conclude that more or less, or everybody until now who were in the pool active, they are familiar with the AI.
Yes. Now there is a more interesting question about the trust in AI. So do you trust the AI answer? So the choices that are offered is yes, never, or sometimes.
%96 are saying sometimes, 4% yes, 24, 25 persons.
Okay, we have a never.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Please, yes and never are the same percentage. Please, those who join later, scan the code with your camera and vote on the question. Do you trust AI answers?
Okay.
35.
Yes.
So 36.
Sometimes.
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 Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Those from the phone. We will count. Okay, so the majority of the students are sometimes believing to the AI answers. 8% are saying yes.
Depends on the situation.
Depends on
Okay.
the question. Okay, that's why maybe it's sometimes. And some are saying never.
Well,
Trusting
I would also like to add that AI models are trained as yes men. Whatever you say, they want to praise you, they want to make you feel good, but that's just how the core model is built. So sometimes you need to argue with it to get the right answer.
Yeah, there is bias, absolutely. Yeah.
I have one also situation when I recognize that he is cheating me. I gave him one law to read me the law and to find me some articles or where something is mentioned. And he pointed me 8 times that this word is mentioned, this percentage. When I start to read, I found that it's more than 8, and I said, "Sorry, you are wrong." Then he said, "Oh, I'm apologizing myself. I will now more carefully do this." And really, when I return him 2 times, then I really got a real answer. So that's why maybe this example is saying that sometimes we should trust the AI answers. That's why maybe the majority of you has the same experience. Can we go to the second question, Professor Andriana?
Yes. It is about your experience with AI, to share it with one word. Please.
One word that you are describing your experience with AI. Assistant,
Assistant and friend.
friend, excellent, fun, good, interesting. It's a company. Okay. Okay. And advancement, friend,
Helpful experience, interesting experience. Yeah.
helpful experience. Fun if you're asking him a funny question.
Therapist.
Therapist, yes. Yes, I learned also that some are using and the psychotherapist or
It's something new in my life.
Sorry?
It's something new in our life.
yes, something
Yeah.
new. Yes. Would you like to sign on your iPhone because we are not getting your name? Assistant to
Suspicious.
advancement, challenging, fundamentals, helpful, excellent, quick, useful source,
Ideas also.
JKs,
So it's
rational, it's your
creative.
partner, good, accessible, supporter, ideas, fun, therapist, confusing, maybe, easy, assistant, company.
So interesting is the most frequent. Then we have supporter, partner, friend, source, good, helpful, assistant.
So if interesting is the highest number of the voice, that's meaning that you are testing the AI tools to see which type of answers you will get. So that means that you are not seriously using AI. Maybe you are only talking with ChatGPT, but it's not only ChatGPT. There are a million tools, in fact, that are constructed with AI. Okay.
Okay. So with this, we finish up our warm-up, and now we can continue with the foundations of digital transformation. Professor Snezhana, please.
So let us first of all see what are the foundation of the digital transformation and what does it mean. So first of all, I would like to make distinction between two terms. First term is digitalization, and second is digital transformation. When we are talking about the digitalization, this means the process when you are converting everything what is analog to be the digital. But digitalization transformation is process that is long-lasting process of adaptation and implementation of the digital technology by one company, organization, enterprise, house, in order to create a new or to modify existing products, services, and operation by the means of translating business processes into the digital format. For example, implementing new processes, new values, new models, etc., etc. And it means that if you have one shop selling, for example, flowers, then you are transferring your shop as online service, and you are trying to create a platform and making buying purchasing process through the platforms and deliver it to the platforms. The most dominant application or example of the transfer is transforming the bank system. I think that the COVID period helped us a lot in the transformation the bank systems from physical bank and services what previously we are doing to the bank to the online banking system, including the transfer of the money. And nowadays, everybody of us are using the bank application on our phone. So there is no anymore the huge rows in the banks in order you to finish the services. But what is the digital? What are the drivers of the digital transformation, or why digital transformation was important? First of all, we have market competition because in order if we would like to stay ahead in a competitive landscape, in such a case, we must implement and do the digital transformation in our businesses. For example, traditional taxi companies are facing a lot of problems, and even they organize a strike and due to the competition which was coming from ride-sharing applications like, for example, Bolt or Uber, or all this type of the application that are much more easier to be ordered through our phones and digital tools. Second is changing customer expectation. So how we are more easy accessing to our customers. We are accessing, for example, through our social medias with our digital applications, etc., etc. And in the end, it's technology advancement, because power of emerging technologies is very fast growing, and very fast we are passing from Industry Revolution 4.0, that's meaning digitalization, to the digital Industrial Revolution 5.0, that means implementation of AI. So even in the world, we cannot talk anymore about the digital transformation, but we can talk about the AI transformation, because competition is going so fast and rapidly. That means that if you did not include AI in your business, do it right away. Otherwise, in 1 hour, or two, or in 1 year or 2 years, then it will be too much late. So make AI to be your new employees in the companies and in your learning processes, like you mentioned, your friend, in order you to increase your competitiveness. The next is what is the impact of the digital transformation. So first of all, it's related to the customer experience, because if you're using the digital transformation, in fact, it is offering personalized recommendation based on the user behavior, like Spotify suggesting music playlist what you have, or suggested the key words that you are searching on your browsers. After that is coming efficiency, automative, repetitive task with software as seen in a supply chain management system. So I mentioned you have to see what are the most repetitive tasks in your company. If the most repetitive task is, for example, archiving the documents, then focus yourself to replace that type of task with some AI tool or some type of the software. Or if you are communicating with your customers on a daily basis, or if your company have more than 100 followers, then create a chat bot that will communicate and replace your call center or communication with your customers. And the end, data-driven decision, because data are extreme source of market movement, decision movement, profit movement, can be analyzed and give you prediction. What should be your future concept, what you should plant in the future, what will be your strategy for the development. After that, big side of the impact, we have importance of the digital literacy. The example what I'm the most frequently using to explain the digital literacy is compare yourself with your grandmothers and your grandfathers. So if you compare what you are using and what your grandparents are using, and even your parents, you can see what does it mean, digital literacy. How much your mom or dad ask you, can you help me with this type of application? How I can send this? Maybe they are on the social media. First one was the Facebook, maybe they're on Instagram. But today we have Snapchat, we have TikTok, etc., etc. So digital literacy refers to the ability to use, understand, and critically evaluate digital tools, technologies, and information. Not only to use, but you must understand. On the same time, you must critically evaluate the digital tools to know if they are on your right side. So if I have my business and I would like to make, for example, presentation of my business achievements, or I'm looking for a new job, or I would like to promote myself and my achievements, in such a case, I will use LinkedIn. If I would like, for example, to meet some friends, then I will follow another networks. So the first importance for the digital literacy is strengthening customer engagement, when in fact this is enabling businesses to engage with their audience through social media, through emails and other online channels. So responding promptly, addressing concerns, and delivering personalized experience can lead to stronger customer relationship and brand loyalty. Second is to adaptation to industry trends. So this adaptability ensures that individuals and businesses remain competitive and relevant in an ever-changing landscape. Then we have improved decision-making, your accounting, your downloads, your likes, your comments, etc., etc. And this is enormous area of the big data that you are collecting and analyzing this big data related to the followers, shares, likes, also data related to the product used and advertisement, etc., etc., can in fact create your prediction and can help you for your future decision-making process. You have to also access to the wider markets, understanding how to leverage online platforms, for example, e-commerce and digital marketing strategies, allows businesses to reach a broader audience beyond their local area. So if you would like to sell the products on the worldwide, then in such a case, you have online platforms and electronic commerce who are bringing you and connected with all over the world, and in the end, enhanced business efficiencies. What I already mentioned, that processes and tasks can be automated and utilize collaboration platforms, leading to increased productivity and reduce the operational cost. So if try to see how many tasks can be replaced and start from the most repetitive task in your job. So the next is about the effects of digital literacy. Here I can say that we have 5 effects of the digital literacy, but they are not only positive, but they are also negative effects of this digital literacy. First is effective online presence. Create and manage your online presence. Can you see we have, in order to approach to the Zoom, you have registration, we have list of participants, we have chat on this Zoom. Build professional website or utilize platform like WordPress, Wix, or Spotify to showcase your products or services. And this enhance credibility and provide customers with an easy way to find and engage with their businesses. Then we have social media marketing. I think that younger generation are those who are following the social media marketing, but I'm quite sure that your parents and grandmothers would like to go physically in the shop and to try the size 35 or 38 for their shoes in order to decide are they going to buy or no. And what is affecting this is usage of the social platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to reach their target audience, to build the brand awareness and engage with customers directly, accepting positive and negative comments related to the usage of the products or services. Then we have data analysis for decision making. This is using tools like Google Analytics or Microsoft Excel, which is helping to entrepreneurs to analyze website traffic, customer behavior, how much we are on the peak or on the top of the comments, and the sales data. And this data-driven approach aids in making informed decisions about product offerings, marketing strategies, and customer segmentation. The next effect is in fact the risk. If you're on the digital platform, are you aware of those cybersecurity awareness? I would like to raise the hands those who already had cyber attack, or they were cheated, or their data, payment data or credit card data were misused. Do we have somebody? Please write in the chat. Do you have any experience about the cybersecurity awareness, or have you ever been under the risk for your personal data from your server in your companies through your, let's say, payment financial data or no? Please
I have
write.
thankfully managed to keep myself safe, so I cannot really answer that question, but I hope somebody else can.
Thank you,
Uh,
Rostislav. Somebody else?
Mikola
Oh,
has raised the hand.
yeah,
Okay.
once I had a problem with that one as my bank account was, mm, if I'm not mistaken, shared or something like that. And under the official link of Apple Store, they started to make a payments from my card and stole something like near $400.
So they tried, we did some
Yeah,
innovation. Usually they are
due
started
to
with this
and due
middle
to the
step.
official link, my bank haven't considered to block my account.
Somebody else?
We don't have any other raised hand, Professor, or someone writing in the chat.
I may say my personal experience. My daughter made announcement for selling some stuffs, the bed, and she was skimmed by the fake profile, who in fact said we would like to buy fully fake profile of the family photos, pictures, etc. And they would like to make online payment and they request the account and in fact they, how to say, try to steal 250 euro from the bank account. Bank blocked, but unfortunately after 7 days the money was dropped down from the account. So that's why when we are talking about the digital literacy, we should be aware about the cybersecurity awareness. That meaning that we have to be literate, that cybersecurity risks are those who are around us. Entrepreneurs can learn to protect their business and customer data from the cyber threats, ensuring a secure online environment for both themselves and their customers. So Nicoletta Volpe is saying same. I use protective measures to before opening anything. Thank you.
Also, Eldar gives recommendation about using certain sites for checking links before opening, as like Virus Total or URL Scanner.
Yes, thank you. This is important. After that lesson, I think that my family learned how to check the data, and customers who are on these selling platforms are trying to reach you. And the last effect of the digital literacy is we have Carolina. Now it is quite popular to take care of personal info, but let's say 10, I did not succeed to read
10
until.
years ago, I don't think I was the only one. We're less worried about it.
Yes, exactly.
I have some example about this. I will also show them. Yeah, please.
Sunny, the same issue as the respective colleague said, misuse of the bank card made several payments.
Yeah.
I had also example when with cameras was recording the PIN codes of my best friend daughter, and after they use blank card and print out the information from the card. Although she physically has a card, but somebody made the payments in Netherlands for 100 euro. They dropped down from her card, so she recognized from the SMS message that somebody is buying with the data of her debit card. Most of the cyber attacks are self-caused, people using pirate websites to watch films, and that's why. Thank you, Damir. We are going to the last effects of the digital literacy. This is content creation and marketing. Entrepreneurs can leverage digital tools for content creation, such as Canva for designing graphics or Adobe Premiere for the video editing. creating valuable content, whether blog posts, videos, infographics, positions them as industry experts and drive customer engagement. To be honest, when I learned how to use let's say Copilot to write me the contents of my postage on LinkedIn, I'm like drug addicted, so I never posted nothing without asking Copilot, am I right, or please improve me my text, not the children to laugh with me. So let us go to the next. That's why digital transformation creates environment where AI becomes not optional but essential in everywhere, in universities and in our businesses. So now we are continue with the AI foundations, generative versus predictive AI. So here I would like to ask you, are you using generative or are you using predictive AI? Please raise a hand for generative or write in the chat because you are familiar with the AI from our first question. Which type of the AI are you using? Generative or predictive? Any answer? Predictive, I've utilized both. Rotislav. Okay, so those who are using predictive, so they are very much familiar with the AI. But because the word with on Slido, both as well, was showing us interesting, then I can imagine that majority of you are using generative because they did not need any specific skills. We are just using them to help us, and especially the students are more familiar with the generative AI.
Generative the most.
Yes. So here I would like to make a distinction. What does it mean, the artificial intelligence or AI? What does it mean, machine learning on ML? What does it mean, the deep learning? So artificial intelligence uses computer science and data to enable problem solving in machine. AI is the broadest field in that area. It is a science that aims to create machines that can imitate, remember, imitate the human brain, making intelligence decisions on their own. For example, chatbots, facial recognition. How many of you are opening the phones with facial recognition? Self-driving cars, etc., etc. Machine learning, it's a subfield of artificial intelligence and refers to the study of computer systems that learn and adapt automatically from experience without being explicitly programmed. So, for example, if you give a lot of pictures of cats and a lot of pictures on dogs, machine learning algorithm can learn to distinguish what is the picture of the dog and what is the picture of the cat, because you are feeding them, and machine learning is adapted automatically from the previous experience what is the cat and what is the dog. And deep learning is now subfield of machine learning. This is a specific type of machine learning that uses neural networks with many layers. That's why it is called the deep, and is used for many complex tasks like speech recognition, image generation, automatic translation from one language to another. and they need some more specific skills and knowledge in the computer sciences. Now let us see what are the difference between generative and predictive AI. So we can see on the next slide what are the features for the generative and what are the features for predictive AI. The primary purpose for the generative AI is to create new and original content. To use for the writing, design, brainstorming, coding, simulation. Usually students are doing this, so writing the text, to create the image, to produce audio, to produce the video, for code, for 3D model simulations. And how it works: learns patterns in data to generate the new outputs. Here we have machine learning focus, and we have type of learning. It's deep learning because it's transforming diffusion models. Focus of algorithms is creativity, synthesis, context generation. Nature of output is non-deterministic, creative, varies each time, and data requirements is a very large data set, stroke with unstructured data. What is the predictive AI? Predictive AI is predict the future outcomes or trends, and it's based on the analytics, risk, personalizations. So we are making forecasts, probabilities, classification, risk scores, analyzing historical data to identify the relationship and make the predictions. We have machine learning, regressions, decision trees, random forest neural networks. Its focus of algorithms is on accuracy, forecasting, trend detections, and determinist or semi-determinist measurables. So the data requirements is a high quality structure, label, historical data. And now we would like to see on the next slide what are the strengths, risk, and the human role. First of all, I will start from the human role. When you're using generative AI, do you remember our second question? You are sometimes believing, you are sometimes not. That means in the generative AI, we must edit, verify if this is true, but we are at the same time prompt receiving the feedback. So it is creating to us really right inputs, a right system, a speed, on time, so it's innovative and creative. But on the other side, we have deep fakes, misinformation inside, so don't believe everything. We have 3% who say yes, that they you are believing to them, and hallucinations. When we are talking about the predictive in AI, human role is, are we are going to able to interpret the data? Data itself must have description. What does it mean? If this is a positive or negative? To validate the data, if the source on the Excel file it's quite okay, is everything on the same column? And to evaluate the fairness. What is the strength? It's accuracy, reliability, and is supporting every type of decision. What is the risk? We have bias predictions and overfitting. And on the next slide, I would like you to see what are the examples when the student, majority of you in such a cases, are using generative AI and predictive AI. Usually, generative AI is summarizing the text materials that professor is teaching for exam study. You are receiving 30 pages for exam, and you are asking AI, please summarize me the text, and you are getting the 5 or 1 page what Professor Snezhana Bilic would like to say in the 30 pages. You are able to create from text, image, slides, and poster. You are able to rewrite the paragraph in academic style, adding to the authors and citation of the authors. You can draft emails. When I have 100 emails, half of them I'm sometimes also using Copilot to write me an email so to have positive or negative replies. You're making assignments outline and you are generating the code explanation. And on the other side, predictive AI are those who are observing us, because we mentioned we are repeating our behavior several times and we have Netflix recommendation what to watch based on our previous watching. Or if you can see YouTube suggestion, they are following which type of music are you listening. Are you more for jazz, for relaxing, and you are more following the hits? Spotify prediction your music taste, same like the YouTube music. Duolingo choosing the next difficulty level. Google Maps are predicting your travel time from one to another destination. And University Analytics predict the dropout risk from the specific course or even from the university. Now I will give the floor to the Professor Andriana Boyadziewska-Danowska. She will more deeply involve you into the AI in learning and AI in business.
Thank you, Professor Snezhana. So now we can continue with the next part of the agenda. So how AI is actually changing the way you learn, the way students learn. Most importantly, we will focus like this. So we will make at the same time an examples regarding the usage of AI tools in the learning environment. So on the left side, I have presented the generative AI tools that create content, that it create summaries or images or videos that Professor Snezhana already mentioned. Right, while on the right side, we have the predictive AI tools that can actually forecast what the learner can next do or how can personalize his or her personal path. So here we, on the left side, on the generative AI tools, we actually have tools like ChatGPT, like Gemini, Jasper, or Notion AI. These can be actually used for text creation and for tutoring support, while at the same time we have Adobe Firefly for creating images or Synthesia. So on this side, actually, we have the AI tools that can simplify the complex topics that you are facing during your studies. You can brainstorm ideas from which you can select actually. So the creativity part here can go on next level. Also, these tools can support you in your writings, not just doing the copy and paste, but you to use the output and to rewrite it, rework on it in order to produce more advanced writings. Also, as Professor Snezhana mentioned, to convert a certain paragraphs or chapters or lecture notes into a bullets list or into a summary. When it comes to the predictive AI, what is especially important here for students is that these AI tools such as Dreambox or Coursera AI or Analytics Canvas or Civitas Learning or Alex from McGraw-Hill, it's actually can allow you to adapt the lesson difficulty based on your background, based on your knowledge. Also, it can predict and the knowledge gaps, and most importantly, I'm talking on the side of the university, can actually support the institutional analytics and forecast, for example, the dropout risk, or to spot students that may fall behind. Interesting here in this picture is the middle, where we have actually AI tools that combine both the generative and the predictive elements. So we have the Canamigo, the Duolingo, the Century Tech, and Quizlet. This platform actually are very strong hybrid tools. Why? Because they offer not only explanations, not only summaries, not only practicing certain tasks, but can also provide an real-time feedback. So in that sense, when we look at all these AI tools, so I just want to remind you that list is not exhaustive. I only selected several of those that exist. Is that AI tools can actually, as learners, to help us understand and personalize our learning paths. Now, we have envisioned to be more active, and for that, I would ask you to use AI as a learning assistant now to check this function of AI. So, for example, use one of the generative AI tools that I previously mentioned, like ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok, and write the sentence, explain to me random forest regressor like I'm 12. So I want you to do this. Why? Because in this manner, you are using AI as your learning assistant, but at the same time, you are giving the AI actually information how to behave to bring the AI to your level of understanding. Meaning that if you tell AI that you should explain me something like I'm a child, that it means that I have no knowledge and I have to start from the basics. Can you try this?
Yes, dear students, please follow now the exercises. So Professor Andriana for tool 1 AI as a learning assistant.
You can use, even you can use in parallel two AI tools, write the same sentence and see what it writes. For example, I would ask now, does anyone of the present know what is random forest regressor?
I am not aware, but I will ask my
Okay.
assistant, my
Yes.
little digital elf,
Yeah.
so to say.
Yeah.
Helper.
Yes.
So in that way, what is the point behind it? The point is that sometimes you will face terms or you will face certain topics that you're not aware of. And with the help of AI, you are losing the fear of facing this kind of difficult subjects. Additionally, you ask the question, AI give you the answer, but additionally, where is the gap? What you do not understand, you add additional question, and AI gives you additional explanation. And what you're doing, actually, you are learning step by step, something that, for example, an excellent mentor will do. It will try to pass the knowledge step by step in order for you to absorb this topic or this theme or this concept. So how many of you have answers? How many of you have tried?
I am copying right now, so give me a
Okay,
moment.
let's see. So forest regressor, let me see what is.
Uh, yes, we'll see now in the chat.
Just copy and send you.
Yes.
Yeah. We would like to see what
Please,
AI
student,
answered.
ask your AI tool that you are using to explain random forest regressor like I'm 12. Let us see what the different AI tool can say. It can be, you can ask Copilot, you can ask ChatGPT, you can ask anything, any AI assistance that you have in your phone, maybe
So
on
Grok
your
says,
WhatsApp.
imagine you want to guess how much a house will cost. One guessing tree, a decision tree, can be wrong or too picky. So instead, you ask 500 little guessing trees. Each tree looks at the house a bit differently. Some care more about size, some about location. Every tree shouts its own guess 500,000, 520,000, etc. The random forest just takes all the 500 guesses and says, let's take the average, and that is the answer. So actually, random forest regressor is a decision tree model. It's based on machine learning concept, and it actually brings you down all to this. So this is a big team of simple guessing trees that vote by averaging their numbers. So it's like a group of experts, everyone giving its opinion. Okay, so we have
Also here
Nicola.
it's explained in
Yeah,
short. A random forest regression is like a team of
yeah,
smart trees that each make a guess. Already Professor Andriana read it. Let us see
yeah.
what the others are saying.
Teamwork makes a dream. When it's time to guess your height, each tree gives it. So here, Sanel, what is a random forest regressor? Okay. Predict a number. Instead of it uses lots of trees, each tree makes its own guess, step by step. Also, it gives explanation step by step. Decision tree, what is decision tree? What is a random forest? And final answer. So this is what we are talking about when using AI as a learning assistant. So it fills in the gaps, it offers examples, and it increases and increases the complexity in order to come to the final point of answering your question. So in that sense, when you're looking at the AI as learning assistant, it will not replace the learning. It will just support your learning process by mostly making analogies. The next exercise or practice that we wanted to share with you is using AI tools as summarization tools. So I will just pass this text in the chat so that you are able to paste it in your AI tools.
And you have to summarize the text that Professor Andriana will pass in 4 bullets. So please ask your AI to summarize the text into the 4 bullets.
Yes.
You
And you
have
can
in the
also,
chat
yeah.
the text. And copy paste the answer of your AI tool.
Do we need to use more than two different AI tools?
It is up to you. It is up to you. Still, we
All right.
want
Try.
to paste this text and just make a summary to tell your AI tool to make a summary of this text in 4 bullets. So this text actually explains something about the financial crisis, and it's an extract from the book 21st Capital from Thomas Piketty. So it is something that it's very complex, and it should require a larger knowledge in order to understand it. So in
We
this
have in the
way,
chat
mhm,
now 2 answers. Let us see.
yes.
First,
The 2007-2008 global financial crisis, called the Great Recession, was the worst since World War II. Then it gives also overview. Unlike the 1930s depression, production in wealthy countries fell only about 5%. Then, what did the governments and central banks prevent it? And also it gives additional overview for the future crisis. Then we have from Leila.
Sanel Efendic, which
Yeah.
AI tool you use it? Because as we can see, Leila used different.
Mm-hmm.
Leila, what is the tool, AI tool that you use it? ChatGPT?
I used ChatGPT, Professor.
Okay.
Andriana, please read.
Mm-hmm. So we have the 2008 global financial crisis was serious but far less destructive than the Great Depression, during which production fell dramatically and recovery took over a decade. 2008-9 output in wealthy countries fell about 5%, making it worst recession since World War II, but nowhere near the catastrophic collapse of the 1930s. Third one, the key reason disaster was avoided is that governments and central banks intervened decisively, providing liquidity and preventing massive bank failures, unlike the liquidity policies of the early 1930s. And while these pragmatic policies prevented collapse, they did not fix deeper structural issues such as poor financial transparency and growing inequality. On the other hand, if we also have the same, and here, the same bullet.
Edita Mustafa and Nicoleta Volpe, you used the same and we got the same.
Yeah.
But in summarizing the text, you miss to ask in 4 bullets because
Yeah.
we can see it's a only summarized text.
Yeah.
And coming Sunny, he asked proper summarizing, but in 4
Yeah.
bullets. And
So it
obviously,
has
yeah. And
it has
Heather,
more data here, more
yeah,
quantitative data.
Copilot use also in its summarized text, but it's not in 4 bullets.
Yeah.
So more or less, this is how we are using AI for summarizing too.
Yeah. So
Thank you very much to everybody who used the tool to help us.
yes, now we have one more exercise. Here, we want to pay attention to the fact that we should make more personalized approach when we give prompts to the AI. So, for example, when we want to treat AI as a study coach, we cannot just write to AI, help me study, but we have to be more structured, giving AI more limits or boundaries where to move in order to structure your approach. So, for example, if we want to use AI to make us a 5-day study plan for our upcoming exam in so and so, what we should do actually is to teach or for students to learn how to communicate with AI, to give proper information in order for the AI to give correct answers or those that is appropriate for our question. So in order for the AI to create this study plan, you have to give the AI when is the exam date, information about that. Which are the topics that are covered in your exam? So yes, you are studying, for examples, human resource management, but which are the topics that were covered in this area? And additionally, what you should do is to give time how much you are able to study per day. So in that time, this plan that AI will do, it will determine the pace with which you will study. Also can create the plan according to the content that you have incorporated and the complexity that it has. And finally, when you are honest in how much time you want to study per day, in that way you can have realistic plan that you can follow. So in this way you have a personalized study coach that will follow you through your preparation for the upcoming exam. With this, we finish with the part of AI in learning. We will get back to it afterwards again, but in general, with this we end. And now we want to continue with the AI in business. So what we can say and what Professor Snezhana already mentioned is that AI in the industry case applications or AI in business drives the innovation, drives the efficiency and the productivity, and most importantly, what Professor Snezhana also mentioned is that it's the main source of competitive advantage nowadays. However, let's go more practically. What do we mean by saying all this? So Giving the previous foundations regarding the generative AI and predictive AI, here on this slide are shown industry use cases of where, in which sectors, in which functions can these AI elements be used. For example, in art and entertainment, the generative AI can offer innovative tools to explore fresh and imaginative possibilities. Then we have in the healthcare, where it can actually support drug discovery, and it can personalize the medicine, even can gives us information for intervention before something happens or bad for our health. Then in the area of product designs, we can actually use AI to create prototypes and innovative solutions faster. On the side of the marketing, generative AI powers the chatbots, the customer support, the content creation for the marketing, for customer engagement, etc. On the right side, we have the usage of predictive AI in industry. So most importantly, predictive AI is especially used in the financial services or in the financial sectors, which is not limited only to the area of the stock markets or capital markets and banking sector. It is also used widely and in the insurance sector. How it is used for predicting credit scores, detecting fraud, or even checking the eligibility of claims made in the insurance, etc. In the healthcare, it can enable early diagnosis and prevention. And finally, in the retail and e-commerce can allow us to predict customer behavior based on the past data and trends. When looking at the usage of AI in business, we are not discussing as this is something that will happen far away in the future. This is already here present. Here are given only a list of examples, which is also not exhausted regarding how AI is already used. First and foremost, we are using AI for outsourcing our everyday writing. So we are using ChatGPT for refining our emails, for making the reports, for making job application, etc. Moreover, we can even say, can AI get me a new job? So what do we mean with this? Can AI get me a new job? You can use the AI tools to refine your CV, to prepare for your interviews, or to have an improved communication. As Professor Snezana mentioned, she uses Copilot or ChatGPT for making your posts to be more engaging. The next area where we can see the usage of AI is in a wellness industry. So we have also in the mental health support. What does it mean? We have apps that already follow our habits, our sleep, our stress levels, and these apps recommend us to follow certain steps in order to improve our lifestyle, to have a happy or to have a healthy lifestyle. Then it is also present in automating personal finance. So we have already banking applications or finance applications that track our spending. Also, we have even relation with the investment platforms where we can optimize our portfolios based on algorithm and to make faster and smarter decisions about our finances. Then AI is also present in terms of powering driverless cars. So self-driving cars already rely on AI in order to see obstacles, to detect these obstacles, to interpret the environment, and to make decisions. We have this kind of safety features for line assist or automatic braking. And finally, what is shown here is about using AI, or what is present in the building of smarter homes and workplaces, where we have environments that are more safer, more efficient, and more comfortable. So AI is not far away, it is here, and it's only matter of months and years to use it. What is most important here is when we look at all the use cases about the usage of AI in businesses, we focus on two main business applications. That is, AI enables us to do automation and to support us in decision making. So in terms of automation, we are actually automating all the processes, all the tasks that are repetitive are actually done by the AI. And these kind of processes we have in a variety of industries. When it comes to the decision support, what AI do is actually enabling us to be more efficient, to make quicker decisions, and to those decisions to be more smarter, meaning to be able to work on large data sets, something that was unable to be done in weeks or months, and now to be able to explore, to exploit all the data that you have, and in order to make forecasts, trend, and to make certain decisions. So with this, we are actually laid out the basis of talking about AI agents. Why? I was inspired by the last report published by the World Economic Forum and CAP Gemini regarding the foundations for evaluation and governance of the AI agents. That is, we are moving towards powerful assistants, or as our participants here mentioned, our elves, our helpers, our co-workers, our partners. So this is actually where the future lies behind the AI. What is important here? This is an extract of the report of the white paper published at the World Economic Forum and Capgemini. Is that 82% of business executives expect to adopt these AI agents within the next 1 to 3 years. What they point out as most certain is that technology is accelerating faster than the governance structure. What we should do actually is to properly evaluate, manage, and oversee these agents, these AI agents. That is the main point of including the AI agents in today's workshop, is that AI agents actually represent the next step in the AI adoption, which are far more powerful than the traditional chatbots that we are already using. So what are AI agents when we want to explain them? How we will explain what are agents? So they are not just AI tools, they're autonomous, goal-directed systems. And they are actually able to make plans, to make decisions, to use tools, take actions, interact with their environments, adapt to feedback. So they're not just models, and they are whole systems. So this software architecture of AI agent is only shown in this slide in order to see whether we have a student coming from software engineering that can be included. Do we have a student from software engineering? I suppose no, we don't have. So what is the purpose of explaining the software architecture is that these AI agents have models, have tools, have memories, have feedback loops and interactions in an environmental context. So they're totally different from the standalone or standalone models or simple chatbots. Why is important to look at these functional classifications of AI agents? So here are shown three. Okay, we have something in chat. I'm an UX designer and I saw this kind of architecture from my colleagues, data scientists. Okay, thank you, Nicoleta. So the purpose of this slide is for intended for better visualizing for students who come from software engineering, because here we have actually the architecture behind that lies behind the functioning of the AI agent. And the purpose of inserting is additionally to explain to you how contextual is a standalone model that can function. But what is important in this sense is that uh, we should ask or we should analyze the AI agent, or if we want to prototype an AI agent, then we should look at these three key dimensions. The first dimension is the role or the function. That is, what do we want the agent, this AI agent, to do? What is the job that the agent will perform? Whether it will be an assistant, whether it will be an analyst, or whether it will be autonomous executor. So here, AI agents actually are engaged in specific workflows, and by doing that, they should add a specific value to the whole process. The next key dimension is the autonomy or the authority. How much freedom has the AI agent? How much decision-making power or independence it has? Or does it have authority to complete certain tasks without human approval or not? And the third dimension is regarding the predictability and the context. That is how reliable the agent behaves, especially in different conditions. That is, does it work only in clear situations or only in complex situations? So here I would add one aspect of the decision making, whether we are training the AI agent for programmed or non-programmed decisions, for structured or non-structured problems to 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 solve. And in that sense, what steps does it have to follow in order to solve the problem? Uh, which are the implications for businesses and for policies and for education in sense of this future AI adoption? Um, we will focus only on the businesses and academia. So for the businesses, the implication regarding the AI agent is that it should be employed responsibly. It should not be considered only as an experiment, but it should be aware of how it is. We should be aware of how it is managed and which are the tools for operations, automation, and decision making. Here we have
Nicoletta.
Nicoleta. So this is how to design the experience and the behavior of the agent. So on this slide here, if you're asking me about this side, so this is about the main dimensions that should be at the focus when trying to design an AI agent, because we will see later examples. How many AI agents are already there in the air, in the environment we have present. And when they are developed, they are actually focused on these three key dimensions. So, which is the role, what is the autonomy, and in what context do they perform? When it comes to the implications in regarding the academia, the education and training, AI agents actually raise the bar for how, for example, AI is taught and deployed. But still, what is key here is that humans should be kept in the loop. Here are the examples of the business AI agents that are already existing. And we have mentioned several of them. First, we have the Salesforce Einstein agents, which handles customer support, CRM data updates, sales workflows, and task automation. So, what is the purpose of this Salesforce Einstein agent? Is actually they're acting as a digital assistant within the customer relationship management system. Other business AI agent is the ServiceNow Now Assist agents, which are actually trying to
also assist you in the process of supporting tickets. So it enables faster resolution of certain issues. And in that sense, it gives feedback and makes AI more productive. Then we have an example of Zendesk AI agent. Zendesk AI agent also is connected with the help of supporting tickets. And what Zendesk AI agents actually do is that they shorten the time of solving these tickets and they improve the efficiency. The fourth example are actually several AI agents that are open source, that are autonomous, and that can actually plan tasks, use tools, browse the web, and execute workflows. So these workflows mean that they are with multi-step. The next example is about HubSpot AI agents, which are actually used in marketing and sales. And this AI agent actually automate tasks like writing, updating of the customer data, and even managing campaign workflows. And finally, we have Klarna AI support agent, which is actually handling 2/3 of the global supporting tickets, and it uses more than 35 languages, enabling improving of cost efficiency and customer experience. So these are AI agents that are already present in the customer relationship management, in the IT, in the customer service, in the marketing. So what we can see here is that not we are only seeing at the prototypes, but we are looking at real examples that function. So these AI agents actually free employees from certain routine tasks. So employees or human beings are not already conducting these kind of activities, and at the same time they improve the customer experience. Maybe we will hear again about this thing, and in terms of job displacements with the introduction of AI, and now with these AI agents, we are just sure of that. But the question is in what positions or what job positions will people be displaced? If we looked at the AI agents on the previous slide used in business, here we have two examples of AI agents that are used in education and learning. So I would ask, have you used Canmigo agent or Quizlet?
No, I have
No,
not.
I have not. Okay, so Canmigo is actually a product of Khan Academy. I'm sure that many of you have heard about Khan Academy, that actually provide diversity of courses on different topics with videos and questions, etc. Okay, Mikola, thank you. My teacher usually use Quizlet. So Canmigo agent actually acts as a personal tutor. So it provides personalized tutoring, it guided practice, structured feedback, and behaves agent-like. What does it mean? It means that Canmigo gives you a step-by-step guide in your learning process, and it gives you a headache. It does not allow you to just see the answer, but you should struggle in order to find the full solution. And it actually adapts the explanation on the level of your knowledge that you have. So even though
we saw at the beginning in the AI tools that are used on the side of generative, predictive, and in the middle we had the Khan Academy. Here we have from the Khan Academy even an AI agent that can help you in your learning process. Then we have the Quizlet QChat agent, which can actually be beneficial very much for the academic staff, which generates questions tailored to the learner. It can evaluate the responses and provide the feedback, and it can actually adjust the difficulty and the direction of the session based on the level of knowledge of the learners. So here, so far, we saw actually how many not only AI tools but also an AI agents we have at our disposal in order to learn more efficiently and be more efficient in businesses. However, regardless of the variety of AI agents and AI tools that we have to be aware that AI tools come and AI agents come with their own risk that we should be aware of. So before we discuss, oh, I forgot about this one. In order to make the clearer picture about the differentiation between the generative AI, the predictive AI, the AI agents, and the AI tools. So we have started with the explanation of the generative AI, and we finished now with the AI agents. And many of you would ask the question, so what is generative AI and what are AI agents and what are AI tools? And now I'm confused how to continue with everything. So as an excellent tutor and mentor, Professor Snezhana, we have provided you with this table where you can actually make a distinction between these four categories. So when we look at the generative AI, these are systems that create new content by learning patterns from data. So we have output, which is a new content, and we have an examples of tools that use this kind of artificial intelligence, the ChatGPT, Claude, etc. On the other hand, we also mentioned that the predictive AI, where as an output we have the probabilities and predictions produced based on past data and statistical models. So we have applications and in learning and in business regarding the credit scoring or recommendation system, or when we are using Duolingo for learning different languages. Here we have also introduced autonomous agents, systems that can plan, use tools, take actions, and interact with environments. And here we have completed tasks, actions, and workflows as an output type, and we have also the examples. And finally, we have the AI tools, that's the software that uses AI to assist with specific tasks but does not act that autonomously. And the output type varies on the type of the AI tool that is in which area it's applied. The most important thing from this whole comparison between these four categories is the level of autonomy that is given to these different categories. And if you see, and this is something as a key dimension that was mentioned previously when defining the role of the AI agent, was that the AI agent can have high level of autonomy, while the other one have low, and only generative have low to medium level of autonomy. So with this, we can continue now with the benefits and risks of AI deployment. That is, which are the opportunities and the risks that can happen due to the usage of AI. On the benefit side, we can make classification of benefits of using AI in business and benefits of using AI in learning. What we can see in businesses, and something that was already mentioned, is increased efficiency and automation, enhanced customer experience, scalability and 24/7 operations, innovation and new business models, improved workforce productivity since we are using as our helper, and most importantly, we can make sure about consistency, that is accuracy and compliance. On the side of the benefits in learning, We have creativity and active learning, accessible and inclusive education, early detection of struggles. This predictive AI. These are one of the features that some of the tools already have, and we explained. Improved academic skills, especially in terms of writing, research, and thinking. So the main focus should be on analytical thinking, critical thinking of students in order to be able to write better. Enhanced understanding through scaffolding, step-by-step guidance, instant feedback in terms of promptly answer, and 24/7 tutoring. So you have tutor everywhere and anytime. And finally, personalized learning. So these opportunities or these benefits do not come without its risks. Some of them were already mentioned. For example, in the area of businesses, maybe we can have great biases and discrimination. And this mostly comes from the problem of transparency, meaning that the model is considered as a black box. So not uh, people should know how this model functions based on what algorithm a decision is made in order to be more transparent, for example, about the grading or about the hiring of selecting of certain or promoting a certain person on certain job place. Then we have the risk of data privacy and security, over automation and job displacement, or greater dependency on AI system. And most importantly, we have in the sense of compliance and ethical challenges. On the side of the learning, here we have the violations on academic integrity. So we are using other people's writings and we are just copying and pasting without any adding personal elements. Over reliance on AI, misinformation and hallucinations. For example, what we get to know, what we get to see from you students when we go through your essays or papers is that we see your references, and when we check your references, we see that those references do not exist at all. This is because the large language model has hallucinated. So this is one of the disadvantage of the generative AI. Furthermore, it's faking, it's making as this reference exists, it even gives an website, etc. Then we have inequality in learning as one of the risks, the loss of creativity and critical thinking. So by communicating all the time with the AI and giving us answers back and forth, we are at risk of losing our creativity and trying to think independently in finding solutions to certain problems, and furthermore, the teacher de-skilling. On the lower side of the image are shown the combined risks which are present both in businesses and learnings. So here we have maybe the increased cyber threats, rapid changes that are outpacing the policies, ethical misuse, lack of transparency, etc. So given all the risks that were mentioned previously on one side, and given the fact that AI is present in today's work environment, in our everyday life, etc., we can see that actually the AI is transforming the society. It influences actually how we learn, how we work, how we communicate among each other, how we make decisions, even how the institutions operate. So AI systems participate in all of the human activities, and it means that their impact is not only limited to the technologies. The impact is it's also shaping our structures. It's shaping the opportunities that we are going to have or the risks that we are going to face. So we are going one step further. So we can see that these ethical stakes actually rise. AI systems actually can make decisions that can affect our lives in terms of admission in a higher education institution, or your grading, or providing a recommendation letter. It can also affect your hiring. It can also affect the customer decision. Uh, how many of you ask ChatGPT whether to buy this product or that product? From which brand? It can also affect your access to services, to the safety and well-being. So this is why actually AI ethics actually matters. This is why we should deeply consider about ethics in AI usage. We are not talking only about legal obligations, how to behave in compliance with the law, but how to go one step further and to be ethical and socially responsible when using the AI. It was the same, so I will use this analogy. When vehicles were introduced, cars, when they were introduced, there were no roads, there were no traffic lights, there were no pedestrian walks, right? So people actually implemented rules, implemented policies, how to drive, how to respect certain signs, traffic signs, in order for all of the people that were involved in the society are protected from the cars. Yes, we are using the cars, and this is an existential need. However, we need a certain rules in how to use in that sense an AI. So the ethical considerations in AI actually ensure that we will have a safe, responsible, and fair use of AI. Now, this is something that I read last night, and it was about Musk's Grok chatbot that revealed private addresses and contacts. How many of you have read this from last night? It was announced last night.
I have not noticed that, but I am aware that these sort of occurrences are becoming quite current with the various AI services, and that is a concern. That is a
Yeah.
genuine concern that people have.
So what actually Grok revealed was personal home address and phone numbers, not only of a certain person, but
Yeah.
its close relatives also. So only you on the free version can write the name and you can build. So the data was that from 10 attempts to 7 people, this was given by Grok. So maybe the biggest concern is about the privacy. So we have the surveillance risk. Yes, Mukula?
It reminds me problem in the beginning of ChatGPT,
Uh-huh.
like when you write something like every time in before the night, my grandpa
Mm-hmm.
told me a story, and you continue, and then it give you all that information that you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you just trick the large
Yeah.
language
Yeah,
model
you
in order
lie
to
to
give.
it. You lie
Yeah,
to it in
yeah.
order to, yeah, make it.
Yeah, in order because it's not trained in that manner to protect the data. It's trained in another way how to protect the data. So you surround the system in order to get a data from it. So the key ethical challenges that we are facing actually is the biases and fairness. So this is especially a big problem when you are making the AI model or the AI agents. You are training this on certain data. So what should be aware of is what you have in that data. And if you have a biased data, then this model will only enlarge that problem. So you will have even more biased outcomes. For example, if you want to hire someone at your job position, and you're using AI tool in order to scan the CVs or the applications, etc. Now, what will happen if you have trained all these scannings on a data that has more percentage or more share of male applicants than women applicants? So it will be more trained on male applications than on women applications. Maybe it can even increase the discrimination that is already existed, for example, in the company. Also, in that sense, it impacts the hiring, the finance, the policing, etc. Then we have as a next problem the transparency and explainability. Here comes from the complex systems on neural networks that are considered as black boxes. And also we have here the problem of accountability, meaning who is held accountable for a certain decision when the outcome is error or it's a mistake. And finally, the privacy, the example that we mentioned. So in short, we can mention how these ethics issues can be classified, whether in business or academia. So in business can be in terms of transparency and automated decisions, how decisions are made based on which algorithm. Accountability when AI harms customers, so who will be held accountable for, whether it will be a human or AI, and if it is AI, what is next? Workforce displacement, so what we are going to do with the reskilling or upskilling of our workers, and misuse of customer data, most importantly. In terms of academic ethics issue that are key challenges are the plagiarism, the AI generated content. So we have already software tools that can detect this kind of AI generated content. Then we have fabricated citations, something that I mentioned previously, ghostwriting, and loss of critical thinking may be the most important. So in that sense, we have to focus on the 6 pillars of ethical usage of artificial intelligence. And these are the 6 principles that we should follow in order to have responsible usage of AI. First and foremost, we have the responsibility. So who will be when we are developing the AI, we should be sure that AI will be developed and used in a manner where the accountability is clear. So responsibility means that the humans, not the machines, actually are accountable for the decision that AI system makes. And organizations must clearly define what actually the AI will use, who will respond to the errors and to the harms, and who will ensure that the AI is compliant with the laws and the policies. So AI cannot be we cannot say that AI is a black box and no one owns it, and therefore no one is held accountable for. The next principle is fairness, meaning that AI should treat individuals and groups equitably. So, as I mentioned previously, we should be careful that we do not amplify the biases that we have in the past data and what we have done in the past. So this should be especially important in hiring, in grading, or providing recommendation, etc. Most importantly, the fairness principle makes sure that the AI is actually trained for non-discriminatory outcomes. The next principle is the principle of explainability, meaning that it should provide reasoning, but this reasoning should be understandable for all of the outputs that it generates. So why did the AI made this prediction or made this forecast, etc. In that sense, when you are having this kind of information, then you will trust. If not, you will not trust because it's not transparent, etc. Then the next thing is about the privacy, meaning that from the moment you build the AI model, it should be able to protect the personal data. And finally, we have the fifth, we have the safety. That is, it should not produce any harm. It should operate safely. That is, that the AI systems will work even in unexpected conditions. And finally, we have the humans oversight. So the main point here is that in the whole AI models, in the AI system, humans should be kept in the loop. For repetitive tasks and for tasks that do not require complex knowledge, that for tasks that require tacit knowledge, explicit knowledge, then it is easy for you to leave the AI do the job. But for tasks that are more complex, for tasks where you have high cost of errors, so yes, you can use the help of AI, but the output of the AI should be validated, should be reviewed by a human. So in that sense, when we are discussing about having ethics in the usage of AI, we are not just saying just technically, okay, we should ethically use AI. This is actually commitment to all of us that we will be ethically use AI, but in a way that will protect the people, not put them in danger or break their privacies. We will use AI in a sense that it will preserve the trust, meaning that we will be transparent in what we are doing and how we are using all the data for what purposes. And most importantly, is that we will stand for fairness. So, in that sense, we can actually use safely AI not only in learning but also and in business. So with this, we have Professor Snezhana finished.
Yes, thank you very much, Professor Andriana, for this nice presentation. You can see our emails here. You may contact us on the emails if you have any question or if you need help from our side for your business canvas models as well as for your acceleration of the businesses. Me and Professor Andriana will continue to be in this project. Anyhow, what I would like to mention that maybe Professor Andriana did not mention, but AI will affect a lot of many jobs, many issues in the future, many occupations. The main debate that is now ongoing is related to the intellectual property rights and ethics issue. In all countries, there is a law for protection of the industrial and intellectual property rights. But now when we have, how to say, a huge library within these systems and the data, how we are going to organize or how we are going to protect that our books are inside, who is using our data, who is protecting our rights, because the conventional society based on the protection of the and reservation of the rights from the music, from the painting, from the graphic, from the images, from the text, from the scholars, etc., etc. Now everything is on the air. Who is doing with what, who is dealing with what, etc., etc. Are we are going to be citated, or some maybe avatar will be citated by the chat GPT. So a lot of questions are unanswered, but the main point is I will go back now on our first slide of questions that don't believe 100%. So please check it. In order you fully to use AI, for example, you need a lot of constraints to put. Then you can see what was the risk: hallucination. Yes, it is hallucinating. We tested several times related to hallucination, returning him back. So they are very positive on the short summarizing, short text, etc. But if you gave 20, 30 pages, then of course starting to hallucinate. So you have to return them all the time back, 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 back. Anyhow, ethics is an issue. At the end, when you are looking for a job position, everybody will try to test you. They will not anymore refer to your diploma and how you get your diploma, but they will have a real interview. They will test you about your skills, how you learn, how you're doing this, etc., etc. So please, all the time, have in your mind ethics. Otherwise, we'll not have personal name like Snezhana, Andriana, I don't know, Aldin or somebody else. We will be AI agent number one, ChatGPT number two, etc., etc. So think about what you're learning. So yes, it's very big help. You are ending a lot of things on the very short period of time. You can replace more repetitive work in your company, but try to use this ethically. Otherwise, you will lose the many things because we talk a lot about it. And please use with the fairness and with responsibility. I would like to conclude now our part of
Yes, please,
teaching.
Professor.
And I would like to ask students, we are exactly on time. We started today
Yes.
at 11:15, 10:15 due to
10:50.
the problem with the Zoom. And we have 5 minutes for your questions and answers and comments related to our lecture. So please, students, the floor is yours.
It was a great presentation, professors. Thank you so much. It has included a lot of information. I want to thank for my team that it was a great presentation, and thank you for your time and your informations as well.
Thank you, Emirhan. Thank you, Elder.
Elder, thank you very much for the lecture. It was very informative and interesting. So
thank you, professors, for everything. Everything was clear and very informational for us.
Thank you, Leila. Thank you, Sanel.
I wanted to quickly note something because I understand and I don't want to interrupt anybody, but I just wanted to like respond and say that this is definitely a very complicated and polarizing topic that needs a lot of discussion, a lot of research, a lot of constraints, and because we have talked about the ethics of utilization of intellectual property, we've talked about maybe some energy concerns. Energy concerns are huge if you consider.
Yeah, we didn't tackle that because if we go in that field,
that is a very
yes.
and I
This is
agree.
debatable, very debatable.
Yes, and I just wanted to say that as a scientific concept, as a scientific advancement, AI is undoubtedly like an interesting invention, but I believe that there are definitely a lot more conversations that need to be had to like utilize it in the most efficient and the most ethical way possible. So thank you for this presentation, and it was very informative. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Rostislav.
Okay, anyhow, we here on the WhatsApp chat among the coordinators are talking. Some of the students requested the slides presentation, but how to say, the instruction from the coordinator of the work package 3, that is knowledge and valorization. Vice Rector Sanya from University of Montenegro, she is reminding me to inform you that you don't need PowerPoint presentations. Everything is on YouTube. You can see the presentation. They were live stream on the YouTube and you will have the links on the YouTube. What is requested by the students is a Canvas models. So you have to prepare the Canvas models related to your project ideas, and you have some deadlines. You have obligation to answer the questions, and of course you should have Instagram profiles to fulfill. Anyhow, we will collect International Balkan University will collect the business canvas model from the teams that are from our university. So every university coordinator will collect your business canvas model, and we will put in OneDrive. And after that, we will have the commission from the different higher education institutions that will evaluate your canvas model. Please, if you did not follow or some of your colleagues did not follow, be aware that YouTube live stream and YouTube will be available to everybody without any restrictions. Yes.
You have our contacts, so for anything you can contact us
If you
needed.
are
Yes.
planning to include parameters that me and Professor Andriana mentioned, each group should prepare one canvas model. So you are divided in several groups, and each group should prepare one canvas model. So I think this is for Martina Campi answer on her chat. If we don't have
Any questions?
any question,
Thank you for being wonderful participants.
it was our pleasure
It was
to be
our
with
pleasure.
you.
Yes, to
And
deliver
you
lecture on this topic.
Yes, and you got perspective coming from the north of Macedonia from International Balkan University.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank you
day.
very much.
You
Have a
too.
nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
To professors.
Thank you for your participation.
Thank you.
We will leave the meeting and recordings. So our hosts, in fact, will close the session.
Thank you.
Thank you, Milica.
Okay, Professor Snezana, you answered Martina, taka?
Yes.
Martina Campi.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm talking in plural because
Yeah.
there were several teams inside, so every team one canvas model.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Andriana. I think that we did a great job. Let us
Thank
leave
you.
the meeting.
Thank you, Professor Snezana. Thank you for the invitation.
Bye.
Bye-bye.